a little bit about your background. How did you get into writing?
Got into writing probably had the idea roughly around 2.5 years ago. I was working loss prevention apprehending shoplifters, and I started to see some people do not so safe of things in the store, and I got this idea after talking to a customer. I need to write a book on safety tips. She actually had left her purse sitting in a cart and it had gotten stolen. So it got the idea running in my mind to book about safety tips of everyday society would be kind of interesting. And I didn't really start writing the book till about 2 years later. I just sat down one day and said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to write this book. Started telling people about the idea of the book, and it really got some great feedback. Hey, that would be cool. That's what the world needs, because, you know, everyday common sense for one person isn't for another person. So why not write a book about it? And then writing life-saving tips started getting me into avenues of wanting to write about different things, non-fiction, like real-world situations to help people save time, money, stress, and potentially their life.
What do you love about writing?
I get to express things that I want to say, so much that I want to say about the world that we live in. And with writing, I can really express that and explain myself without just in like one little short sentence or just in a short little conversation to somebody. So writing really lets my mind flow with the things that I really want to say about the stuff that goes on in our world.
Where do you see yourself going with your writing?
Going in my writing, I see myself just experiencing life every day and getting new ideas. I'm constantly getting new ideas just from walking around and observing my surroundings, observing people. You just get an idea about a book. Hey, what if this person would do that differently? What is going on in this person's life that they could do this differently to save themselves so much time, money, stress? Because with the way the world is today, there's so many people that are stressed out financially. Where am I going to go next with my job? Life is too short. You only live one life, so you might as well make the best of it. And if I can help make it a little bit safer and enjoyable for people, that's ultimately my goal as I continue on in the future as a writer, whether it's 1 year, 5 years from now. So
how do you see 2014 going for you? We've just started this new year. Lots of new hope on the horizon, no pun intended. So how do you see it working out this year? What are your goals for this year?
2014 I just have a feeling is going to be an exceptional year for me and my writing, and for me with helping Laurel Rose Publishing succeed. I just want to write. I've got the idea right now. I'm currently working on another book, should be finished within about a month. But I've got about 7 different topics in mind that I want to write, and I want to have, I'm going to say 5 of those published by the end of 2014 and in people's hands reading. Intend on doing some book promotions, getting out into the world and actually physically talking to people, not just sitting behind the computer screen. So that's ultimately my goal for 2014, to just get out there and push Laurel Rose Publishing, push myself as a writer, and just, you know, try to change the world one person at a time is my goal.
Now, this is your first book.
This is my first book.
Now, there are a lot of people out there who always say, and I think almost everybody always says this at some point in their life, I need to write a book. I ought to write a book about my life, or I'll write a book about this, or I want to write a book one day. For those out there who haven't done it, tell them, what are your thoughts to these people who've never actually done it but have that idea that they want to get out there?
I think for a lot of people it's fear of failure for it. I had the same fear when I started. What if it doesn't get published? What if someone doesn't like it? Here's how I see it. With anything in life, you never know what the outcome is going to be until you try it. Sit down and write it. It could be a #1 seller. It could be, you know, no one could buy it, which that's not going to happen because there are so many people in the world. It's going to spark someone's interest. If you have a dream and a passion to write something, Just do it and quit making excuses. Oh, work got in the way, this got in the way. Quit making excuses. Get out, write it, find a publisher like Laurel Rose Publishing, or research writers, publishers on the internet, read stories, but get out. If you have a dream and want to do it, do it. Don't just sit and say, I can't, because I can't is an excuse. I can't in my mind is failure. You need to start saying I can.
All right, for our audience out there, how do they find your book?
You can find my book on Amazon or Kindle. The best way I tell people to do it is go to www.kindle.com. You can type in Life-Saving Tips, which is my current book out. You can type in my name, Hope Crago, and it'll bring it up. Another way is I actually Googled Life-Saving Tips on Google last week, and it pulled my book right up. Or you can go to my website, which is hcwriter.com, and it'll pull you up onto my website, and you can have 2 different links that you can pull it off of. Or Laurel Rose Publishing, you can find it on their website, and just type it in a Google search and it'll pull right up.